Hello everyone and welcome back. It's Creative Redundancy back again here with another live stream video. Now unfortunately the last one, for some reason my volume wasn't working, so I had to, well, basically I just deleted that because there was no point in keeping it. So now you guys should be able to hear me now because I, made sure that I tested it beforehand. So I guess I'll have to be testing like audio before I come on live now. So hopefully everyone will come back here. And I'll just kind of wait for people to jump in. Alright, that's cool. So, hello Dean's Off-Grid Projects. Welcome to my live stream. But yeah, I guess I should have tested it out before I went on live, but I guess, I don't know. I didn't change the setting from the last time I went live, so I don't know why it would cut out or not hear or whatever, but I guess that's how it goes. So from now on, I guess I'll have to test out my kind of, mic before I come on. So you guys should be able to hear me quite good now. Yeah, yep. Oh, and a special hi to Cammy's Tiny House Living. Welcome, welcome. Yep, I guess I'm not so great at live streaming yet. But I'm pretty sure I'm getting it down now. I'll be back in just a sec. I'll let some people jump in here. Alright. I guess everyone can hear me here. That's good. That's good. I guess I'll start to roll in the intro again. Alright. CR's back. And now you guys can hear me. Like the last time I tried. So, hopefully everyone's doing alright out there. Just let me load up the side chat here so I can actually read what you guys are saying. Alright, so I guess I'll do it again. Hey Alex, what's up man? Happy New Year. Hopefully things are going well with you. Nice to see you and hear from you again, like always. Just not adjust the camera just a little. I need that. Come on, camera. Alright. So you guys can see more of me here. Ooh. Got some more people jumping in. So, like I was trying to say, is here's my YouTube magnet here that I got here. Let's see. YouTube magnet. Something I made from a YouTube sticker, and one of those fridge magnets. So if you haven't already, you can smash that like button again. So basically, I was just on a live stream, on a previous live stream, and I just kind of was waiting for them, well, to finish so I can come on. So pretty much I took over, or it's like an after show or something like that, but in CR's way. Oops. So hopefully everyone's doing alright. Hopefully everyone's nice and warm. I know it's getting cold here where I live. It's supposed to be snowing too. We're supposed to be expecting like what 10 to 20 centimeters of snow, which is about 3.5 to 7.5 inches of snow in the next like 72 hours. Now the forecast said it was supposed to snow tonight, but I haven't seen any snow outside because I actually went outside to go take a look. I'm like, it's cold outside, like like -20, kind of cold in the wind, but still no snow. So yeah, Cammy's tiny house living. Yeah, I was over on well, with Sammy and Beck. Well, actually, it was Beck's channel, and they were live streaming. Of course, their battery died. 36. I think that's about what, +4 Celsius, something like that. Sorry, I keep looking on the side because my side chats, my monitor's off to the side here, so I'm trying to look at it, but still look at the camera. So I'm just reading what everyone's talking. Maybe I'll increase the font size or the zoom size. I can actually see the chat a little bit easier here. Yeah, that'll help. No, I don't have to look over so much. Wow, I guess everyone's getting snow, kind of rain. 65, isn't that? That's about like, I think that's about like +15 Celsius. I wish we had that. We're not seeing +15 for till the spring. I mean, last month we had +10 or 50 Fahrenheit here, which actually broke a record twice. And of course, last month we also broke record lows twice at the end of the month. So, anything can happen this month. Who knows? It could rain again. And yes, it actually has rain here with puddles here where I live. So, if you guys haven't checked out HR's channel, feel free. You can go sub if you want. But don't just sub, but check out their content too. Check out some of their videos. You might like at least one or two of the videos. So I was actually thinking of braiding again. Yeah, I know, I braid all the time. I was thinking of braiding this USB cable that I have right here. So I was actually thinking of braiding some line onto it just for fun. Although I'm not sure if I have enough line right here to do this one. So let's see what, not quite, I think this is gonna need at least 20 feet though. Yeah, this probably don't need at least 20 feet. I'll show you guys another USB cable that I have that I've actually braided something on, which Oh yeah, there it is. Here we go. Let me roll this up so I can get it all in frame here. Here's the USB cable that I kind of braided. Well, not well. I braided some part onto this USB cable. So you guys can check that out. And this cable is about, let's say, maybe 2 feet. And it took about, I think it was like at least 4 bags, kind of crochet type bags, of yarn to get this braid on. Nothing too complicated, anyone can do this. It's just a basic zipper chain synod. But instead of the usual way you would do it, this is basically, well, it's the zipper chain synod, but it's, well, the USB cable's in the center. So, hey, thanks, Dean. Glad you enjoyed. Oh yeah, it's so simple, Dean. I mean, hell, I've been braiding ever since I learned how to do the zipper chain synod kind of braid. I'm like, excuse me. I've been braiding it on different things. I mean, this was fun. I mean, and besides, it keeps my cable together a little bit easier. Oh, and by the way, this cable I found when I was scavenging. Yeah. So, I found a cable, and I made something. So, since I think I don't have enough, sorry, since I don't think I have enough line for this USB cable, I'm gonna go grab another cable that I have that I wanna, well, add line to. Yes, Alex knows me here, so he knows me in the real world, well, in real life, so yes, Alex, I remember that. That was cool. I remember that. I still remember that. I won't say much, but it was cool. It was cool. So just give me one moment here while I go grab a USB cable. Alright, I'm back. Ooh, my chair's so squeaky. Jeez, I really should oil this chair or something before live streaming. So, I went to go grab another USB cable. I have something else on here right now, but I'm gonna change this up right now. Well, live, I guess. So, this is a very, very short USB cable, like. It's just barely taller than a normal backlighter. So basically, I'm just gonna take what I had on it off and then braid something on instead. Yes, it'll look nicer and all that good stuff. Oof. Jeez, what kind of crap did I put onto this? Alright, well, this should be enough line for this cable right here. So basically, if you guys can't follow along or want to see our video, I do have our videos on me doing braids, so you can go check that out. So basically, let's see, make sure I'm in frame. And then twist, right? My finger right here. And bring this up, right? So basically, you'll see it go like that. And basically that hole right there, I'm gonna put the USB cable in there, alright? And basically now I should be able to tighten one side, right? And basically now I'm just gonna put the loop over, make that A, and kinda tighten it on the other side, and basically just keep continuing doing this and pulling it down so eventually the line goes down. So I'm just gonna keep doing this for a little bit here. So this is very easy actually. You can see basically just using a series of loops and the USB cables in the center. I probably should have took off the tape beforehand, but whatever. I'll wing it. So you guys can kind of see how long this takes. This USB cable was with another battery bank that I have, which I'll show right after this. Well, right after I braid this on real quick. So basically, the reason why I'm braiding this is because this USB cable's black. So, and sometimes black is hard to notice and stuff like that. I mean, when you need a cable, somehow you're like always looking for it. You don't see it on the ground or on your desk or whatever, just because it's black. I mean, it's all fine and dandy if you have a white cable, but you know, but this ain't a white cable, so I'll just keep. Oh, I gotta tug this down some more. Hey, it's Reaper. What's up, man? How's it going? Welcome back. Welcome to my live stream. Thanks for dropping by, man. I'm just braiding, well, braiding something onto a USB cable, just so I can kind of identify it or see it easier. And besides, it looks cool. Oh, I really should have took off the tape beforehand. Whatever. I guess I'll have tape with this. Yeah. Hopefully I don't get into a sticky situation trying to do this. Yeah, I know. I just had to say that. Yeah, my puns are really silly sometimes. But, I'll stick to it. Yeah, Reaper, thanks for taking the time on your lunch break to, check me out. Yeah, you're totally right, Dean. Black it can be hard to find to see at times. I mean, like, so that's why I like to kind of braid this on. Now, this can be adapted to anything. I mean, like you can do it with headphones, with uh, other type of cordage, like paracord or something like that. Like if you have like black paracord or something like that, you can kind of put it at the top. I'll show an example after I finish this braid, so you guys can kind of see it. So I'm just checking out on the side chat right here. Just look, like this braid is so easy that I'm not even looking. You guys can kind of see that I'm doing it real faster. So as I try to pull this down a little. So if you haven't already, you can smash that like button if you enjoy one, the live stream. I also have a playlist of of live streams, so you guys can go check that out if you haven't already. I know some of them can be quite long, and I know, it's hard to watch 2 hour video. So, let's see. I should have the closed captioning available for those live streams, so you can, you know, sort of cheat a little and put on the closed captioning and like 2x the playback speed. So instead of 2 hours of video of watching, it's like an hour. And hopefully you can follow along what I'm saying at 2x speed. Alright, I'm almost ready here for the final thing. Yeah. Yep, I guess I'll have some line left over. Okay, Alex, you can gently tap the like button. Whatever works, right? Whatever works, I'm not complaining. Alright, so now that I'm coming closer to the top here, see if I can pull this down a little bit more. Oh, I got some more people dropping in here. That's cool, that's cool. Quick hello, welcome to everyone here that's dropping in right here. So, basically right now, if you just tuned in, I'm basically just using a zipper chainset and um, putting it onto this small USB cable. Just because it's black, it's easier for me to notice, this, because that's a standout. I mean, and I'm just basically just using some miscellaneous kind of type of mason line, just because it's bright orange. That's the only reason I'm using it. Alright, so now that I don't have any more room at the top to make another loop to go, to keep going with the zipper chains in it, I'm gonna bring the end around, put it around, put this in, stick it through. And pretty much now it's gonna tie it at the top. So something like that. And basically you kind of trim it. What I like to do is make another knot around. So I'll just do that real quicker. So another hard knot at the top here. Then I'll come back the other side with another one. And I'll finish off by taking, Now I'll finish off by taking both ends of the line and making an overhang, over, a knot. I'm trying to bring that knot as close as I can to the USB cable. Let's see. Looks like this part's gonna take me longer than to braid it, just because I'm trying to get it in there. Come on, let's see. Try to get that knot as close as I can. Let's see here. Come on. Sorry, I have to put this down for a sec. It's a little bit easier. I can't quite do it in the air. Let's see. Okay, try to get that knot right next to the USB cable. So something like that. Now, since the knot's right next to the USB cable, I can tighten it really hard. I guess I'll grab a Victorinox multi-tool that I have here. This is the Recruit, by the way. I'll cut the end of the line. I'm gonna cut it right before the knot. Well, right after the knot, I should say. So cut that right there. Let's see now. Since it's not sunny out, I can't use solar to melt it, so I gotta grab a lighter here, which I should have. Oh, I guess I'm using a pink lighter. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, I actually found this pink lighter. Yeah. I know this is the second time I found a pink lighter. Basically, now I'm gonna melt it. And while it's kind of soft, I'm gonna push it together. So let's see. Let's keep moving this. So basically, it'll turn out like this. Oops. So now that can go back with my battery bank, and now this should be easier for me to see. You know, if I wanted to, I probably could add some reflective tape around well, the USB portion. Well, yeah, well, the USB end, I guess. Around this right here. I'll probably do that some other time. Yes, Alex, I always find the lighters in the winter. Somehow scavenging in the winter is a little bit easier. Everyone always drops things. I mean, I guess it's because people always have gloves on or something like that, or their hands are closed so they don't feel things dropping out of their pockets or something like that. So if it's cold out, especially if you have gloves, you're out for a walk, hike, skiing, or whatever, make sure all your pockets have zippers, or it's gonna be too heavy for it to slip out, or it's too snug in your pocket. Like for your wallet, for example, in your pocket, like whatever you're wearing, make sure it's too snug so it can't slip out. Because when you lose something, the hardest part is trying to figure out where the hell did you lose it. You know, hopefully you lost something and you just noticed, and you might be able to backtrack. So I'm gonna show you guys a different, pretty much the same thing I was just doing with this. Oops, right here. But basically, it's around some more cordage. So basically, this is the exact same thing. Exact same thing. It's just pink, purple, and longer. And like I was saying about paracord, if it's something like black, for example, let's say this was black and pink stuff was bright orange or bright yellow. I can put this at the end of the line of the paracord, let's say if it's black, right? To help me so it stands out. So I'll be like, oh yeah, there's the cordage right there, right? And another thing you can do with the zipper chains in it is stretch it out like this. So I can stretch it along that line. And I can move this, right? I can move this wherever I want. So if I have it on a ridge line or something like that, I can move it along the ridge line when I'm using the cordage. So basically, this, this, and this is all kind of made the same way, just using different things, but the idea or principles still the same. Alright, Reaper, I'll catch you later, man. Thanks for dropping by. Oh, thanks, Dean's off-grid projects. I'm glad you found it neat. Yeah, I've been doing that for a while. I mean, you know, I've braided a lot of stuff, even fishing line. That's fishing line right there. I braided that fishing line. It took a while, but I mean, in theory, I could braid fishing line onto something. And if you guys are wondering, yes, I do braid a lot. Like, a lot. Yeah. I tend to braid yarn a lot. Just because, you know, banks are easy to come by. At least for me. So, you know, I got more of this. Yeah. And look, specific colors too. I'm looking for some more green bags so I can braid a green version for someone. I mean, like white bags, gray bags, like from Walmart or something like that, are easy to come by. These yellow bags aren't too hard to come by for me. But I'm having a hard time trying to find green bags so I can make a green piece of line. And I'm also currently working on trying to make a purple or blue one. Hey, thanks, Dean. Yep, nothing wrong with doing that indeed. So, since I'm on the topic of kind of braiding, I guess I'll show off something else here. So, now, this was originally on that USB cable that I just showed. Yeah, which was just on this miscellaneous kind of type of cordage. I forget where it came from. So, it's basically about 2 feet long. Now, I'm gonna show it with a big lighter right here. This could be different things, knife sheath, something like that. I know some people might know this from seeing it on like from knife sheaths. It's kind of a wrapping type of method of doing stuff. But basically that kind of wrapping type of or weave or something like that can not only apply to knife sheaths but to something like a lighter. So I'll basically just show this real fast here. Try to get in the frame here. Oh, I'll put this in the front. Let's see. This will be my, I believe the term is standing end. No, this will be the standing end, and this will be the running end. So I'm gonna take the standing end, pull this a little here. Alright, well, that long. Take the take that end of the line, hold it still, and basically start wrapping it around. Let's see here. Yep, there we go. Start wrapping it around. So it starts to look like that. I'll move it down a little. And keep wrapping it around. Now it's getting short right here. This kind of loop. I'm just gonna pull it back just a little here. And basically, I'm just gonna wrap it around. Keep wrapping it around until I'm coming near the end. Hopefully I can come around. So it kind of looks like that right now. Now I have a knot right here. So I'm going to slip that into this loop that I have. Slip that in there while holding this knot right here. I'm going to pull this end. Oops. I'm going to pull this end right here. So I'm holding this side. I'm going to pull this way. Basically now I have something like that. And this is basically held in by friction. Like you can still slide this off, but if you pull this on the later or on the end of the line, it's not gonna come undone. Like I can pull this really hard. I mean, I'll pull this really hard, really hard. Yeah, and basically kind of center it. Now another thing you can do with something like this is put the arbor or Canadian jam knot in, which I'll do right here, real quickly here. So basically now I got a loop in here, kind of like well, a compression knot or a slip knot. So basically now I can dangle that if I want to, hang it off a bag or something like that. Maybe hang it off my belt or whatever. And it's not gonna come undone. Or it's very hard for it to slide. I'm pulling on this quite hard, probably harder than anything else I would be pulling on. Oh yeah, and my fingers get stuck in there, so. So, for example, something like that. And now I kind of have a lanyard for my lighter. And like I said, this can be adapted to other things too. I mean, I've adapted it to something like this. Yes, this is the exact same thing that I just showed, but it's on like a diaper pin, safety pin, you know, those big pins. Oh, that's cool, Dean. Yeah, it's not even that hard. I mean, like, you know, just a basic type of weave or braid, and I'm like, I can combine, you know, the arbor knot, the Canadian jam knot with them. You know, I guess I could probably, if there was more line, I probably could braid some more. I mean, there's no limits for something like this. I mean, it's quite easy. Now with this kind of stuff, depending on how slick it is or the shape, it might change a little, so to speak. So this is more like an oval, right? So you gotta keep it in the middle. If it's round, you gotta keep it in the middle. If it's like more rectangular or square like, you gotta keep it in the middle. If it's like more triangular, well, you'll have to worry about abrasion and it kind of cutting, but like I can pull on later. Like I can literally break the pen, which is this, if I wanted to. So I guess since I'm showing off some braids and stuff like that, I guess I'll show off a few more kind of braiding things that I've done. Well, you know what? Yeah, okay, I'll do that. Just give me one sec, guys. I'm just gonna go grab, well, more cordage. So, if you guys can hear me here, leave me on the side chat right here what color I should try. So pick out a color right now. You funny, man. Alright, I see the blue from Dean. Still only seeing a blue. And I guess I'm gonna be like that song and be blue. Now, before I start this, I should probably put the rest of the cordage away so I don't have it all over the place here. Here we go. Oh, I guess this one already had the Arbor or Canadian Jam knot in there already. This is one thing I like about the Arbor or Canadian Jam knot. It's not that hard to undo it. I use it all the time now. Of all the knots I've tried out or even used in a given day, I mean, like, I tend to use it a lot just because it just works. So I guess I'll show it off from here anyways. It's very easy to make this kind of knot here. Here's my standing end, here's my running end. So, and I have just an overhang, a knot at the end. So I'm gonna take this end, come around like So go around. So it looks like that. And this little hole right here, I'll kind of make it more pronounced. I'm gonna feed that knot through it, and I should be able to kind of pull apart like tying a shoe. Basically, that's the arbor knot or Canadian jam knot. So, like this, using a pen here. So basically, a nice fast loop that you can use for example, you can use this camping with tent pegs or, or stakes like that. This is what I tend to use just because it's nice and easy and it allows me to adjust the tension if I need to. Now, what else? If you don't want that loop to tighten up all the way, what you can do is I'll put an extra knot in there, like so, and it'll make the arbor or Canadian jam knot again. But where I would usually make the knot, it's gonna be to the side of this knot that I made. Oh, I'll have to adjust that a little here. Pull this to the side a little. I need a little bit more slack. Alright, so basically doing the exact same thing. So you kind of can tell now. Tighten that up. Now that loop won't pull all the way through because I have another knot in there, so it'll stop it. So it won't get any smaller. So that's a way to kind of modify the arbor or Canadian jam knot so it doesn't so the loop doesn't get any smaller, but you can still kind of undo it or tighten it up or stuff like that. Well, I mean, I just know it as the arbor or Canadian jam knot. I mean, there's no expert on braiding or knots or anything like that. I mean, there's so many knots out there. Hey, thanks, Dean. Thanks. Oh, so and I'll just undo this real quick here. Now another thing you can do is I kind of fold the line in half, I guess. Here's the knot. Here's the rest of the line. And then make an overhang kind of knot here with both of them. Well, with two lines. Well, so it looks like that. So now I have a fixed loop right here. Can't tighten, but it doesn't come loose either. And what I can do again is I'll make a stopper knot at the end of the loop. Make a stopper knot. Make another arbor knot here. So basically now, it's basically the exact same thing, but it's gonna be more. It's gonna be stronger just because I have two pieces of line or cordage going through it. So if I was trying to connect something together or whatever, I can use something like this. So it's a little bit stronger just because, well, there's two lines, and this can be adapted for 3 or 4 or whatever. Alright guys, you guys gotta pick another color because I need another piece of line, so give me another color. I'll see if I have that. I don't have that color, Alex. Well, or nothing at least long enough that I can use for the next example. Well, I guess I'm not gonna use that, but I'm gonna use a color that's kind of more, well, stands out a little bit more, so it's a little bit easier for the next. So I'm gonna use a bright yellow one. And besides, it'll be easier to follow along and stuff like that. So you guys should be able to follow along if you want. Now, I know there's several ways of joining two separate lines together. I mean, there's probably even better ways, but somehow I come back to using the arbor knot, and I'll just quickly make one again, or the Canadian jam knot. Just quickly make one on both ends. So I got one on the blue. So basically, I can have a knot on the yellow one, tighten that up, kind of like join these cords together. Now, knots or where it's joining, that's gonna be the weakest part of the line. It would probably give out first before the line snaps, but quick easy way of joining some line together that anyone can do. Actually, I should actually have some green here. Whatever, I can't I can't find it right now, Dean, so I guess yellow's gonna be the choice of color right now. Okay, so another thing you can do is, let's make sure I'm focusing it frame here. So I got the arbor knot, Canadian jam knot right here. I'll put one in the yellow cord. And what I'll do is I'll cross them over. Oops. Sorry, I screwed that up. What I was supposed to do was take the blue cord, I'll feed the yellow cord through, and make another arbor knot right here on this one. So basically now I have two arbor knots, but they're joined, as you can see. And now I can tighten those up if I wanted to. Similar thing. But you can see that it's not that hard to undo. So something like that. So it's not, I can tighten it, but it's still relatively easy to undo if need be. Now another thing you can do is, okay, let's see, old piece of cord right here. Let's say this was like a hat, for example. Or like a toque. Well, okay, not this hat, but let's say this was like a toque, maybe a sleeping bag or a bedroll, blanket, something like that, where you gotta roll it. You would roll it up. And if you guys don't know, right, usually if you go out on vacation or whatever, when you're packing a suitcase, sometimes you can fit more into your suitcase if you roll it versus folding it. But when you roll something, sometimes it wants to undo itself. So, I mean, this won't stay together right now, obviously. And let's say this was a shirt or t-shirt or whatever. So, pretend this is like a shirt or whatever. Again, with the arbor knot on this blue cord. I'm gonna go over it, cinch it down, move it to one end, and start spinning it around until it's nice and, well, keeping the tension on it. Now this is, the cord I'm using is quite long, but basically at the end of it, at the end of the line, you want to make another arbor knot, Canadian jam knot. So I'll make another one here. And basically after you spin it, let's say I spin it on, you know, make it nice and tight or whatever, nice and taut. Basically I'll put this on, and it should be in the opposite direction of the first arbor knot. So basically what I'm saying is, I'll put this on real quick here. I'll twist it on like so. Basically this side is twisting this way, but the first arbor knot should be twisting the opposite way. So basically now I can twist this. Now this wasn't long enough for me to actually, what I'll do is I'll actually get something a little bit longer so you guys can actually see this a little bit easier. Let's see, I'll use this Sharpie or marker that I have in front of me. Bad example. Alright, I'll show this again. With a Sharpie, arbor knot, I put it at the end. I'm gonna spin it on it here. Real quick. spin it on there. Take the end, and it also has an arbor knot. Put it on, and turn it. So basically, one arbor knot's going one way, like clockwise, but the other one's going counterclockwise. And basically now I can twist it on. It'll, because I'm twisting it, it will actually tighten in the center more. So I can do like something like that. Hey, board sisters in the house. Hello. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. What kind of? Well, what is it? I mean, I guess I could Google it, but I'm just curious what that is. Oh wow, board system. I didn't know you were so kind of tech savvy or electronic savvy. I didn't realize. That's cool. That's cool. I probably should have used this as the example, but basically I just have a paper type of fire log in front of me right now that's been dried. And actually, this is one of the reasons why I wanted to show this. It's because when I make these paper fire logs, I know some people use like those caulking guns or whatever to apply pressure or like a press or whatever. I mean, it's cool if you got something like that, but I don't got anything like that. So I decided to use cordage to do it. So I'm just gonna show this real quick here. So I'll show this. So basically, like I was trying to say is that this way will tighten towards you guys, but this side will come towards me. So basically now I'm twisting it and it's becoming tighter and tighter. So when this was wet, now obviously this is dry and good to go. But when it was wet, I could twist it and twist more water out of this paper fire log. So I can keep twisting, twisting, and twisting, and tighten it. It'll compress it together. So while it was like drying over like a vent or in the sun, I would just keep doing that every so often and just keep tightening it up so the core would actually become tighter and tighter and tighter and tighter and tighter and tighter. Sorry, I keep looking on the side because my chat window's off to the side, so I'm trying to look and stare at it. Hey, you gotta be smart if you want to be tech savvy. I guess I would be, what, creative savvy? Is there even such a term? Or saying? What the hell? I'm saying it. Oh, board sister. I was just showing off a couple ways you can use line, cordage, whatever it is, in different kind of different ways. Just simple knots, braids, or weaves that you can do. Mm. Actually, Dean, actually, I showed off that video before. It was, I used it to make a fire starter. Yeah, it's in my playlist. You can go check it out. Like you can did something like this. Well, you have to wait for it to dry. It needs to be completely dry. It takes some time because you use water to, well, to get a shape, like kind of like paper mache or something like that. Oh, yes, board sister. I was showing off braiding, such as this, and here's one that I just did because I was kind of bored. But so yeah, like I said, something like this. This is This kind of braid right here is called the zipper chains in it, and basically I braided that over top of what they call an arbor or Canadian jam knot. So let me try to get in focus here. Let's see. Or a slip knot, whatever you want to call it. But if you Google Canadian jam knot, this is kind of a knot you would see. But basically it's a slip knot. Oh yeah, that's cool, Dean. Yeah, you can go check it out, man. If you need me, I can drop you a link, or if you give me a moment here, I can drop in a link on the chat or something like that. The video's older, but it should be in my. It should be in the fire type of playlist that I have. I'm trying to remember the name that I gave it. It's been a while, and I made that in a smaller scale. This one right here is like 4 papers, so it's quite big. I mean, size comparison to a normal Bic lighter. So something like this would probably go for a while. Like I've seen people make uh, kind of presses with using leverage and something like that, or using hydraulic presses, right? Using hydraulic fluid and really pressing it, right? But you still have to let it dry. It takes some time to dry. I mean, you can accelerate the process in the sun or in a vent, or maybe hovering way above a fire, right? Like you don't want to burn it yet, but you kind of want to dry it out too. Just give me a sec here, guys. Dean's asking for a link here, so let me go dig this out here. Save him a little bit of time here. Yeah, it's been so long since I've had that video up. Well, I made that video quite a while ago, so let me check it out. trying to remember where I put it. It's been a while. No, 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 no. Oh, that's not it. Yeah, Dean, it's under my Firestarters slash sources or methods playlist. It's in there, I know it is. Because it's named as Paper Firelog DIY Firestarter. I even set it up the thumbnail as it so you can tell right when you get to it. And that playlist also includes some of the hot candles I made, stuff with punk wood, of course a bunch of the solar stuff, rocket stove, feather sticks, and all this, and the fire starter versus videos. Yo, Bob, what's up, man? How's it going? Thanks for dropping, well, back by again. Hopefully things are going good with you. Dean wants me to test it. It's because I'm seeing if I want to test this without any accelerant, like oil wax or anything like that, or but I want to make some more so I can have a well. I need to make some more. The only downside of making these is you can make as many as you want as long as you have the paper, but it takes time for it to dry out. I mean, depending how big, I mean, some people make them like brick size, and sometimes that can take over a week to dry out. Because what'll happen is the outside will dry out, but the center part is still wet. I mean, this is why I like this, so I can squeeze that water more out. Especially if you don't have, a press or, hydraulic type of press that's pushing down or a clamp that you can just keep applying pressure. Well, I think I've shown enough braiding for a little bit here. At this rate, I'll be like braiding all night again, and I'll probably be braiding after after I finish this live stream, because I'm bringing up something else again. Some more stuff I have lingering around. I guess I still have some more of this basic line around, so not sure what I'll do with it. I guess I'll braid some more while I'm at it. So let me ask you guys, since you guys are still hanging around for a little bit, how come you guys are up so late? Because it's like really early in the morning right now. I mean, like, the sun won't be up here for like another 6 hours. Because I know why I'm up. Because I'm doing a live stream and I'm creating and braiding. Just give me a sec, guys. I'm just gonna go grab something else for our next project. what do I have to say about that? Well, it is late, and how do you say it? Don't have cow man. Just kidding. So yes, here's some more random braiding. Well, this is just weaved or kind of wrapped on, I guess. So this ain't braided on, but basically the ends have the arbor knot. Yeah, the ends have the arbor knots, so they'll stay on there. Here's one that's been braided. So, for example, if this was black type of cordage or whatever, and you want to make sure you can see the end, right? Or notice it in your backpack or while you're camping or whatever, you can just add that on. If you want to hide it, well, you just, well, you can hide it. Kind of put it somewhere else on the line. Or let's say you have something like a ridge line going across for a shelter or whatever. You could put it at near, let's say it was like this. I can put it into the middle more. So put it right there, for example. Stretch it. That's tied to a tree. And this end is tied to another tree, and your ridge line's in the center there. So you can kind of, even if you have black cordage as a line, you can still see it. So you're not, running into it in the dark, while you're using the restroom at night or whatever. Oh, look at that. It's my buddy James, man. What's up? How's it going, James? Oh, by the way, James, congratulations on the 1K, 1,000 subs. Thanks a lot for dropping by, man. How's it going? Oh, look at that. It's Lovely Kid Japan. Hello. Is it too early to say konnichiwa? Yeah, it's probably not even the right time to say konnichiwa, but whatever. It's morning here, so I'm saying it. I don't care. I don't care. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Hopefully your son's doing okay too. You know what I smell? I smell that. Oh, I can smell that barbecue that James has all the time. So if you like barbecue stuff, you guys can go check out James's channel. I want barbecue. Oh yeah, yeah. I was like, as soon as I came in, I'm like, oh, oh, oh. I don't see 3 digits anymore. I see 1K, 1K. That's awesome. That's awesome, man. Yeah, I was just um showing a couple braids, a couple simple things. I guess I could show you guys again. Why not? I was braiding a USB cable kind of thing, so something like this, just so I can see this easier because it's black. So, but that's braided. This is braided on. Zipper chains in it. I mean, here's another USB cable. Yeah, that's braided. Very easy. Anyone can do this. Well, lovely kid Japan, it's supposed to be snowing here today. Well, within the next 72 hours, 3 days, give or take. Although it's probably gonna be like 36 hours or 48 hours, but we're expecting between 10 to 20 centimeters of snow, or about what 3.5 to 7.5 inches of snow over the course of that time. Yeah, yeah, no one wants to barbecue in the rain, let alone barbecue when it's snowing. I know, I guess you can use the barbecue as a nice hand warmer, right? Right, James? Keep your hands nice and warm. Oh, wow. Awesome, awesome. Lovely kid Jaman, we've had not had enough snow this year. What happened was last month we had this crazy like plus 10 Celsius, 50 degrees Fahrenheit winter, which melted like any snow we really got. The only reason why there's snow outside now is because it snowed right before Christmas. And then, yeah. So basically, what happened last month is like we broke record highs for 2 days. Then at the end of the month, we broke record lows at the end of the month. So this month, I mean, I guess if we're done get snow, who knows? I wouldn't surprise me if we get like rain. Yeah, yeah, tiny snowman. I'll call him Icicle. That actually reminds me of a video that I saw on, I think it was on Discovery Channel or something like that. Someone made like a 3-story snowman that was huge. Like, it's taller than some apartment buildings. That's how tall it was. They needed a crane to make it. And I think it weighs like, a couple tons. Because if you guys don't know, about like, well, with water anyways, a cubic meter of water weighs about 1 ton. So a snowman that's like 3 stories high probably weighs several tons. Which is say, you don't want that falling on someone. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was pretty cool. What? I'm trying to remember the show it was. I can't remember it right now. I bet there's. If you just Googled it or put it into the YouTube search, you probably find it. That video. It's probably some viral video. Yeah. So yeah, I'm hoping that it snows a lot because I actually wanted to try. Well, not make a snowman, but I want to make a Quincy. I don't know if you guys know what a Quincy is. I picked up that term back when I was like, well, 10 years ago. I always wanted to make one. Because obviously in this area I can't, the snow's not suitable to make an igloo. It's not rigid enough and stuff like that. But basically, a Quincy is basically you pile up the snow, let it settle, and then you kind of hollow it out. And you use sticks, you poke sticks in, like you would poke sticks in so you can see where you are on the inside. Oh, thanks, James. I'm glad you enjoy the scavenging videos. You can see the random stuff I pick up, which I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, It still surprises me what I, randomly find. And for some reason, scavenging when it's cold or when there's minimal amount of snow seems to always, I don't know, show me random stuff, I guess, or I see random stuff. Because you never know what you'll pick up or see unless you go out there. You gotta keep your eyes peeled. That spatial awareness. Because, you know, for anyone that's ever found money, you know what I mean, right? Like, and, obviously, right place at the right time helps too. I mean, there was this one time in the winter, it was -20 out, like, what's that? 0 Fahrenheit? I don't know, whatever it is in Fahrenheit. It was snowing. I think I was like out with some friends having some fun. You know, we were just, I had to make a phone, we were making, my friend had to make a phone call on his phone. So we just kind of slipped around the corner just to get at the windshield. I mean, we found a $20 bill just sitting in the snow. I mean, so sometimes right place at the right time. So, because we could have easily have missed that. But, you know, for us, that made our night, you know. All right, Alex, I'll catch you around, man. Catch you next time. You know how to reach me, by the way, too. Sorry, I keep looking on the side a little. My head's because I'm trying to look at the chat here, so. But I am trying to look at the camera, too. Oh, yeah, James, you should do that. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Oh, yeah, I bet you. I mean, like, I'm not even using anything like, any special type of tech, like a metal detector or whatever, right? Just using well, I'm sensing it with my body, my eyes. Maybe hear something blowing in the wind or something like that. I mean, it just depends how active the area is. I mean, if there's more people by, there's more chance of some people dropping stuff. If it's less people come by that area, I mean, less chance. I mean, I wish I would live uh, by the ocean or where there's waves, right? Probably there's a bunch of stuff that probably washes on the beach and stuff like that. I probably would have like a field day with that. I'd probably be making a video. If I lived by the beach, I'd probably be like making a scavenging video like every day. I'd be like, look guys, I found more stuff. I found a bottle. Or I found a letter in a bottle. And read it on my channel and stuff like that. So that'd be fun to do though. Okay, lovely kid Japan. Take care. Take care. Have a good evening over there. I'm still debating on if I'm gonna actually release this live stream after, but I'll have to take a look at the content again. Hopefully, I'm loud enough. I was having issues with the volume earlier, so but I fixed it clearly. So this video may or may not be public. I'm not sure. I'll have to double check. But in the meantime, now I got a question for you, James. How come you're still up? Doesn't your son have like school in the morning or something like that? Yeah, it's a weekday. Just curious. I'm just checking on this my current subscription, seeing if anyone's on randomly and well, seeing what's up with everyone. Oh, okay. Oh wow. Gotta check out this one video. Anyways, just give me 1 minute, 1 second here, guys. I'm just gonna grab something else to show or in their project. Alright. Now where did I put that? Of course, this is not always the case when you go live or start shooting video, then you don't see it. As soon as you stop recording, oh yeah, it just happens to turn off. It's not always the case. Yeah, that's always the case, isn't it? Yep. Oh, I guess I'll have to show it next time. I don't know if James is still in here. I know a few people that you guys might not have seen it from the last live stream. But I'm gonna show you guys my wooden pen. Check that out, man. Wooden pen. My wooden pen. And yes, it does write. I can write with it. Just something I made a couple days ago, just for fun. Yeah, thanks, Dean. This is something I made just for fun. Nothing too, you know. In theory, you probably could do it without power tools, but it's just easier to drill with a power tool. Like, I'll show you guys something too. Alright, I could have used an egg beater type of drill, but the thing is I need 2 hands and I don't have a clamp. So to clamp that would be hard, so I just used a power tool so I can actually still hold it and drill it. But yeah, here's an egg beater type of drill with a bit, so just something I picked up at a yard sale. So even grid down, I can still use this because it uses well, a gear and the wheel, so I can create that drilling motion. And honestly, this is a screw, inclined plane, wedge, whatever you want to call it. So I showed it off in a different video on like items I would also include in a bag or a longer term bag. So and that was one of the items I chose just because it's a tool. Doesn't use electricity, just uses mechanical or human power. So it will always work. Oh, thanks, Dean. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I might go on for another half an hour till the top of the hour. 'Cause I'm pretty sure after you take off, Dean, I'll probably take off unless for some reason there's a bunch of people that randomly come in at this time. But like I said, it's quite early in the morning, so I know there's not that many much people on right now, just because it's so early in the morning. And if everyone's wondering why I'm up still, it's because I am. And sometimes I just create better when I'm at tired or up at night. Some of my best ideas just come out of nowhere. So I'll just kind of pop this into frame. Yeah. Yeah, I've been making a couple of these. Like I said, it's a magnet. You know, use one of those fridge magnets, kind of adhered it to the fridge magnet, cut around it, and it's glossy because I've added kind of a clear coat over top, just to help it protect it, so it doesn't kind of wanna, well, just to protect it so it lasts a little bit longer. And I found a whole bunch of these kind of stickers randomly. Yeah, I found stickers randomly trying to scavenge something. Because I went for a walk and I just kind of noticed them and I'm like, oh, okay. I guess no one's gonna mind if I take the stickers. Hey, thanks, Dean. Yeah, there was a whole bunch of stickers. Cartoon type of stickers and stuff like that. I guess I'll show off another one. Here's another one. Yeah, yeah, of course. It also came with a bunch of Marvel and DC type of stickers. So, of course, I made one with, you know, checking on the temperature. Yeah. Hey, peeping egg, what's up? What's up? Thanks for dropping by. Even for a few minutes, it's all cool. It's all cool. Yeah, I was just showing off some braids and live braiding, I guess. I was just showing off a couple of these. I don't know if you saw. I was just showing off a couple of these magnetic kind of type of things I've been making from, like, you know, a fridge magnet and kind of cutting it out and putting a clear coat or a gloss over top and, you know, stuff like that. So instead of a YouTube sticker, I have a YouTube magnet. So if you haven't already, if you found this video very attractive, just kidding, you can hit a like down below. Yeah. Oh yeah, that'd be cool, PB. That'd be cool. That'd be cool to see. I'm Whatever works, right, peeping gang? Whatever works. Sometimes, at times, I feel like I'm getting old. Wait, I know I'm getting old. But I'm still young at heart, right? We're still young at heart. Jeez, my chair's so squeaky. I really should get another chair for this room, but whatever. So squeaky. It's so comfy though. It's kind of like, feels like leather or something like that. It's really, really comfy. I kind of wish the back rest was a little bit higher, so I could just be like, oh, just relax. It's got some nice armrest though, which is cool. It turns too, but it's squeaky as hell. It's so annoying. Yeah, I mean, I used to be like that too. I think, you know, as a kid, when you grow up, it's because stuff like school, you're trying to impress people, trying to be in a group at school and stuff like that, feel wanted. But sometimes the most important thing is just to be yourself. Or in my case, just keep on creating. I'm not gonna read what Peeping Egg says, but we'll just say that was funny. Yeah, that's when you know you're old. Enough said. I was kind of hoping someone else would have dropped by, but it's still nice to see you guys who are still in or did drop by. And I saw a couple new faces come in on the live stream, which was cool, even for a minute or two. I always appreciate you guys dropping in, checking out my videos. I've checked out a lot of your guys' videos, and if I haven't checked out your guys' videos yet, it's nothing personal. It's just, it's so hard to check out everyone's content, everyone's videos, I mean. Especially if it's like their 10, 20, 30-minute video, I mean. Let's just say I like videos that have closed captioning in English. So I can get through the video quicker by increasing the playback speed time and just reading the closed captioning. So if you're wondering how I get through videos fast, that's how I get through videos fast. Because, I mean, in a given day, even if someone has an average of 8 hours of sleep, they go to work for about 7 or 8 hours. That only leaves like maybe 8 hours to do stuff, which doesn't include cooking, bathing, showering, getting ready, traveling, and spending time with like people in the real world, friends and family. So it's hard to make YouTube time. Oh, dang, peeping egg. You should be bringing like a wool sweater with you or something. Nice, peeping egg, rather hang with me than like go edit video. I feel so special. I can feel the love. Yes, exactly. Peeping egg life is short. I didn't realize it was that cold down there for you, peeping egg. Yeah, she just wrote something. That she had a close call with hypothermia. Yeah, I mean, as much as I can take the cold, my body's not meant for the cold. I'm skinny. Not much fat, body fat, so I get cold easily. Like, I've been out on the lake in minus 32, which is more or less the same in Fahrenheit, with friends. Then ice, ice water, fire lighting challenges with ice cold hands in minus 24. I mean, it's no walk in the park. Even last week before New Year's, I was out in minus 30, minus 40. That's with the wind chill. So, but I'm always bundled up. Gloves, mitts, toques, maybe a scarf, something to cover my face, two pair of pants and stuff like that. I'm just reading the side chat. If you wonder why I keep looking over, it's because my side chat's to the side here. Just looking at a monitor. Oh, I'm sorry to hear about that, Dean. Uh, I'll try to, you know, come by more often. Even a lot of the time, I'm so busy creating that I don't have time for the videos. I mean, if I'm braiding, yeah, I can watch a video while I'm braiding. Sometimes some of the stuff I'm using power tools or whatever, so I cannot be watching a video and trying to use power tools. No, it needs my attention. Or, I'm out in the real world, maybe gathering up some pine sap, trying to find the next spot that would find. Oh yeah, peeping a yeah. If you're a little far, that's where something like well, something similar to like a get home bag would have helped in there. You know, especially if you're trying to find. Well, if you were trying to find fatwood, I guess you would have a fire starter, providing you have, you know, a flame or a spark source to help you. I keep forgetting sometimes some of you guys out down south don't aren't used to such cold temperatures at times. I mean, to me, it's just like right now it's cold. I mean, I think right now it's hovering around the same temperature that PPA just said. I mean, but right now, I don't think it's quite minus 20 Fahrenheit. It might maybe 5 or 10. I don't know. I can't remember the conversion to Celsius, but basically right now it's like minus. It feels like minus 20 out, but that's Celsius. Well, there's several levels of hypothermia. I'd be more worried if you weren't shivering anymore. If you're still shivering, I mean, you're not too far gone. I'd be more worried about if you're starting to shiver. I mean, stop shivering, and you're beyond the pins and needles effect of frostbite. I mean, I've had frostbite before. Never severe frostbite, where it turns from white, I think white to like red to black or something like that. I've never experienced severe frostbite. I've had frostbite where, I come back in even 5 minutes later, it's just like, it's still cold. And the thing is about, like, in terms of, like, handling the cold or dealing with the cold, if you've been outside longer or, like, you've been cooled down by, like, snow, windshield, or whatever for a short period of time, yes, you can warm up quickly. But if you've been out there for, let's say, 6, 7, or days even, right? And you're still surviving, obviously, right? You're still alive, but you're cold, maybe cold to the bone or whatever, you'd have to take a longer period of time to warm back up because you don't want to rush it. Because you don't want to be pumping like cold blood back to your heart and stuff like that because you might go into shock or whatever. People are right. People do write fast in chat. And it's hard to keep up. Maybe I should put the slow-mo for the chat on this time. Yeah, whatever, I guess. Yeah, peeping egg, I've experienced that once or twice. I mean, I've been out on a lake with ice fishing with minimal amount of shelter, like physical shelter. Like we have clothes on, and stuff like that, boots and stuff like that, and ice fishing. But we were out. It probably felt like -40 in the wind at least, and I'm talking about like winds that are probably reaching, which would probably be classified as strong breeze or maybe near gale force. But my friend, well, I was with two other people. Our oldest friend kind of almost, yeah, I had to help him out because he came back in when we left. We came back in the truck and he started to shiver uncontrollably. So, we had to give him a sleeping bag, just kind of help him out. Oh, that's great. That's great. Feel free to sub to each other and all that stuff. Check each other's videos out. I mean, there's lots of content out there on YouTube. Sometimes you don't, you try to search for it or keep up to date with some of the things, but sometimes you see channels you've never seen before, and and you enjoy their content, and you sub in, and next thing you know, they sub back to you, and you have a new friend or new pal or whatever. Oh jeez, my shoulders are hurting me. So. Oh yeah, peeping Yang, I didn't ask you while you were talking here. How long were you out there for? Like, were you out there for like over the 3 hour mark? I know, I know. There's the rules of threes, but that's more or less an easier way to remember it or to remember the priorities of survival. It's not like a hard rule. Some people can't even go like 2 days without water, but some people have gone more than 4 days without water. But and sometimes shelter is like some people can go without shelter for a while, and there's other times in harsh conditions, extreme heat or extreme cold, where you know 2 hours later, like, oh my gosh, I need some shade, or 2 hours later, oh, I need some heat. And for the most part, like with food, after the second day without food, your body's gonna start breaking down its own tissue and fat to give it the calories to keep doing what you're doing. So if you haven't resupplied with energy yet, you're gonna start feeling lethargic, slow, tired, especially if you're not getting a good night's sleep and stuff like that. Oh man, my shoulder hurts here. Oh, I bet. I mean, let's see. I've gone, I've gone out for you know, walks at times that are like over an hour. I mean, I walked. Let's see. Even on, well, that wasn't a walk on my trip before New Year's, but it was like about. Let's see, I'll convert it so you guys know. It was about 6 miles. Yeah, I made a six mile or 10 kilometer out trip, but I also did that in minus, well, wind chill close to -40. So, and -40 is the same in Celsius or in Fahrenheit. And I've also made, you know, walks not quite as far as that in the heat of the summer, midday, on the road, not even on grass. I mean, I don't know if you guys ever like walked in the summer. Walking on cement in the summer is hot. Walking in the field in the summer is easier. But walking on cement on the road, because you get all that glare and the cement heats up faster, so like you get those mirages that everyone knows about. Like I was seeing mirages, so and that was hot. I mean, granted, it's only like 90 degrees Fahrenheit, give or take, but midday, minimal amount of shade and stuff like that. Yeah, it's not as easy as it looks. Oh yeah, I guess that distance is quite far. Definitely no walk in the park. And remembering that the train's probably like different too, right? It's not probably not all flat or easy to navigate through. I mean, depending on what's the train is something that it could be only a mile or two away, but it takes you all day just because the train's so difficult to navigate through. Hmm. So, peeping in, when are you gonna be releasing those videos? Well, probably I guess after you edit them and stuff like that. Are they gonna be out this week? Oh yeah, the snow. I mean, well, maybe something like snowshoes might help, right? I know at times it can be very, very difficult. I've seen it where it's like, you know, reaching to your past your ankles, coming closer to your knees, right? I mean, it's very difficult to go for that. I mean, if you're with people, someone can break the the path for you, but I mean, I remember one time, I don't know if you guys ever tried out those, uh, lack of a better word, life hack. Well, more like a survival thing, but where you take like, boughs from like, well, from a pine tree and make kind of improvised snowshoes. But basically, what it does, it spreads your weight of your foot over a greater area so you don't sink in the snow so much. I tried that at least once, and that was back when it was actually, well, snowing and cold, and I tried it out. It was alright. It did, I wasn't sinking in snow as easily, and you can easily, fashion one up with some cordage and, some boughs from like a pine tree, especially if you're trying to find fat wood, I guess. It's always something I keep in mind. But I haven't done that for a while though. I haven't done that since 2010, I think. It's been a while since I did that. Oh, that's cool. And you're starting to do that peeping A? Yeah, that's awesome. Well, I mean, I've only tried that once for one night. I Now I think it works. There's probably videos out there that probably explain it better. It might. Uh, I mean, since it's been a while, so if I tried it again, I might be doing it better just because I know more now. I can apply like different better knots and stuff like that. It's basically I just grab the first vowels that I could get. Oh yeah, yeah. That was awesome. I mean, that would is. I think I've even gone like my dust to light up with like a dead lighter. I mean, if you can light something up with a dead lighter, that's pretty good. You know, I think that's one of the reasons why I like Fatwood too, is just how easy it is to light. Yes, as crazy people. Yeah, I mean, to me, I know I said it in a different video. I just embrace all that kind of stuff. I don't need a title of bushcrafting survival is prepping or anything like that. I'm just that guy that just creates all the time though, right? I'm always in creation mode, and learning about that stuff. And I also, learn about, you know, hmm. Hey, it's Andrew. Andrew, what's up, man? How's it going? Big peace for you. I thought you would have went to bed. I think I saw you on a different live stream earlier. I kind of, like, it was kind of shutting down, so I didn't say anything. Oh, I got a couple more people dropping in here. Not sure why. I guess I'm for some reason people like to come in at this time of night or day. Hey, it's Vinny G. What's up? What's up? Big peace. Big peace to you guys. Thanks for dropping by, dropping in, even if it's for a couple minutes, it's all cool. It's all cool. Well, I see you guys all know each other. That's awesome. That's awesome. So I don't have to say go sub to each other because clearly you've already subbed to each other. Yeah, Andrew and Vinny G, we were just talking about cold and snowshoes and fat wood. All that stuff that Peeping Yang likes. So, nothing exciting, but it's always exciting when Peeping Yang drops in, you know. You know how I like to crack a joke here and there. Oh yeah, Dean, yeah, you said you were gonna take off at the top of the hour, so it's almost that time for you. I guess I could say goodnight to Vinny G right there. He's way ahead. Way, way, way ahead. Hey, Vinny G, I think I heard something earlier. There's supposed to be like unusual heat spell or like what is it like really hot, really, really hot, like hotter than usual over there right now. That's what I heard from someone or a few people. Not sure if it's true or whatever. Just give me a sec, guys. I gotta go grab a coffee here. Because clearly, I guess I'm gonna be up longer than I think, and I guess I'm gonna continue this live stream. So I'm gonna go grab some more coffee. You guys can talk to each other. I will be back in about 10 seconds. Well, I guess I might as well say goodnight to Dean. He's taking off in a few minutes here, so I guess I'll say it now. Good night, Dean. In advance. Alright, Vinny G. I'll catch you later, man. Thanks for dropping by. Always appreciate it. Alright, peeping in. That's cool, that's cool. I'm not sure how much longer I'll keep this live stream going. Because if people are still watching and kind of talking with me, I might keep going for a little bit longer. If it starts slowing down majorly, I'll probably stop in the next 5-10 minutes, give or take. I know Dean's been here for a while, so he kept me going for a bit, and some other people dropped in and stuff like that, so it's cool, cool. I'm actually using a cup that I've had for like ever. It's The place doesn't even exist anymore because that building got torn down. But I basically got this mug like long time ago. It's probably old. It's probably old. It's probably older than. How old is it? It's probably older than some of my subs and some people you know. Hello, Vince. I'm not sure if I know you, Vince. Gerald. I don't. I know the name doesn't ring a bell. Unless this is who I think it is. So you guys gotta tell me. I tried to remember everyone, but on YouTube, so many channels out there. It's hard to remember everyone's, and everyone's got these alternative accounts and stuff like that. All right, Dean. Like I said earlier. Good night, man. Have a good night. Take care. Yeah, I knew it. I knew it. So I am right. That explains a lot. That explains a lot. Now I know. That's all I need to know. Yep. Oh, just checking on some messages real quick, guys. Just give me a sec here. Oh, I guess that's good news. Alright. Oh, sheesh. Okay. Oh, yeah. No, I understand. I knew it. See? I don't know what gave it away. No, I mean, I know everyone, lots of people have secondary channels, more personal type of, Gmail and stuff like that, or business Gmail, or and stuff like that. I used to have other channels too. I still have another channel, but I don't use that one for YouTube because I use it for Gmail purposes. So, and I used to have another channel too, but I kind of lost the password. The channel still exists. The content's still there, but I don't have access to it, so I cannot revise it. Let's just say it has very old stuff on it. This is before the days of where YouTube had much high definition video, let alone like 1080p or 4K or something like that. I know YouTube now has that 4K thing. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. A lot of I mean, a lot. I know a lot of my subscribers have like multiple accounts. I mean, jeez. I guess sunrise is gonna be in about 4.5 hours. So at this rate, I might be up till sunrise. Maybe. mm. Somehow coffee always tastes better when I'm tired. I don't know why, but coffee always tastes better in the morning or when I'm tired. Are you asking me that, Vince? Because I thought you guys knew that I was Canadian. Oh, now that I remember now, Andrew, um, it reminds me of that video that you put up about those that tin kit, or well, what the Altoids type of tin kits. I thought that was kind of cool. Thanks, Andrew. Yeah, appreciate that one. Real obvious there. Oh, okay, okay, okay. That explains a lot. No problem. No problem. So yeah, Andrew, are you gonna be showing off well another tin? I wouldn't mind seeing another tin for you. Alright, alright, Peeping Ink. I'll catch you later. It's been exciting. Until until the next time I see you. I really gotta stop with these silly puns when I see Peeping Ink, but I can't help it. I can't help crack a joke. Oh yeah, Andrew. Uh, yeah, I thought it was cool. I like seeing those. I mean, hell, I've been working on a different one right here. I mean, I still have to sand down the tin, but this is another one I'm working on. Yeah, yeah. Don't worry, Peeping Egg. Of course, I'm gonna keep cracking. You know, I'll just be nested right here on this chair while I'm in creation mode. All right, all right, all right, Vince. I'll catch you later, man. Thanks for dropping by. I'll catch you around the tube. So yeah, Andrew, I've I like making these kind of tin kits too. I mean, honestly, you can only fit so much in. I mean, generally they're used to supplement what you would bring in. I mean, it's kind of hard to survive on just a tin for any significant amount of time. And you know, some of the items could be useful, obviously, lighter, matches, fishing stuff, stuff like that. I mean, a whistle or whatever, a flashlight, something like that could be useful inside. Because you might drop one on your main system that you're bringing in, like if you're going hiking or whatever. Yes, the tin survival kits are fun. I tend to, I mean, I tend to just put in main stuff, just keep it not bare minimal, but like where the stuff is useful and it's not helping me out in a jam. Like I said, like fire stuff, maybe a spare blade, you know, spare folding, a locking folder and stuff like that. Maybe some extra cordage, maybe, you know, something so, you know, say if I lose my main bag or something happens or I can't get access to it, well, for whatever reason, you know, injured or whatever, at least I can, you know, make it a night, try to walk back in the morning kind of deal. Wow, see, Peeping Yang found this discussion I'm making with Andrew so exciting that she had to pop back in. See? Oh, jeez, my shoulder's still hurting me. I can't leave this right arm hanging up in the air too long. or else the back of my shoulder or neck or whatever you call it right here starts hurting me. It's from using a mouse and stuff like that. I really should make a better setup, but oh, look at that. Just reading what you guys are typing here real quick. Now, I know some of the channels say that the only reason why is because an Altoids tin is kind of like what they call food grade, and a puzzle tin wouldn't be food grade, but these puzzle tins are also bigger though. I mean, in terms of food grade, I mean, if you add foil in, well, you can cook or boil on foil, so you don't have to boil or cook with the tin. That's always an option. You know what, Andrew, I've tried that before actually. Actually, I do have another kit that's kind of more like a coffee thing, sort of. I guess when you see it, it's round, right? It's a cylinder type of shape, but that's with a bigger bag, so I wouldn't call it a survival tin on its own, but it has useful stuff. Oh, don't you hate that, peeping? I know. I'm just like, you want to do something, and you're like, oh, I can't find it, and then when you find it, you're like, oh, it's already too late. You know what? I haven't made char cloth or char material with a puzzle tin yet, but I made with another tin, char cloth and char material, char cloth or char punk wood with it with a different tin, where I had it red hot, like glowing red hot. But that was for like uh, a type of cough drop type of tin. You know, you should be still be able to though, peeping egg. I mean, this I would bring it out, but I have stuff on the top of it right now, so it would take me a lot a lot of time to get it out right now, and I don't want to make a bunch of noise. But I would just say I've had it that this tin, and I usually use glowing hot, red hot in fires. I've done it in the sun with solar, made solar charcoal off and stuff like that. Oh, okay, okay, that's cool, Andrew. What I just read. Yeah, I guess you could just burn off the paint and go from there and kind of sand it down like you just said. Well, I'm having issues with some other stuff that I won't get into, but yeah, I can relate to a certain degree, peeping egg. Cool, cool. So yeah, basically I've sanded down, well, the lid anyways. It didn't take me that long. And you can actually do it with just sandpaper. But, having tools or power tools, does make it faster and easier, but you can do it by hand. All you have to do with the sandpaper is when you're sanding it down, it's just wherever you apply pressure, that spot will get, will have less and less paint because you're removing it. So yeah, basically this tin just has, let's see, a utility knife, garbage bag, some cordage, a lighter in it right now. I guess I got some tape in this one too. For now, it's not quite as complete or as full of stuff as my other tin that I've shown, which is not have version 2 is gonna be coming up soon, because I made several revisions to it, especially after acquiring some more things that I can put inside. Updating the knife, adding solar in for solar ignition, stuff like that. Well, I've never heard about this place, Berkeley Springs. I've never heard of this place before. But like I said, you guys live in the States, I do not, so I don't know the geography down there as well as I should. Let alone knowing all 50 states and capitals and all that stuff. You ask me about Canada, I will know it. But, because I live here. I gotta stop sitting down for a moment. Oh, that's. Jeez. Well, I think I know exactly what I'm gonna do right here. Yep, I know exactly what I'm gonna do right here. I just kind of remember to do it right now. But I got a surprise for you, peeping egg. Oh. Yeah, peeping egg. Look, look, look. Look what it shows. Look what it shows. Yeah. It's about time, right? And besides, their moderator that I added hasn't even shown up to a live stream of mine yet, so. See? I told you. Peeping egg gets excited real easily. Yeah, peeping egg, you're moving up in the world. Hopefully you're not like Humpty Dumpty and fall off the wall. You don't, I mean, you don't need to go to a fancy hotel and do all this stuff to have a vacation. I mean, like, you can have a vacation down by the lake, enjoy some fishing, spending time with real people, right? Because if you want to go and relax on a vacation, I mean, like, go visit a place during the summer on the lake and just relax on the water, listen to birds and stuff like that. Bring your own drinks. Bring your own martinis and all this stuff. If you want a slush or a slushy or whatever, do it during the winter. Well, I guess since you guys took the time to come by my channel and check out this live stream, yeah, why not? Why not? I'll show you guys something I haven't shown yet on the channel. As far as I know, I haven't shown it, so you guys are gonna be the first ones to see it. Unless you're watching this right now, or watching it later, if I decide to put it up. Give me a sec, I'll be back. Well, actually, I forgot. I have actually shown this before, but it's been a while. So, and besides, I wanted to show this first, anyways, because you were talking about dressing properly for winter. Well, oops. I'll show you guys my jumbo mids. My jumbo mid. Jeez, it's so huge. Like, here, here. I'll hold a normal big, normal regular size big in my hand. That's my jumbo mid. I haven't worn these in a while. Cause it hasn't been that cold yet. Man, it's alright for what it is, peeping egg. Just, actually, this is actually a painter's mid. I bought this at the dollar store. So, I just kind of figure I'm like, well, at least I can, even if I'm wearing, like, if I have a glove on, a normal mid, I can actually put this jumbo mid even over top of that, so I can, have this over top of a glove and a mid to provide me even more warmth. And these are so big, it's so big that I can actually put them over my feet if I needed to. So. Hey, it gets cold here, guys. It gets cold here. Wind chill of -40 at times. Not all the time, but it can happen. Um, it'll flock together, so you kind of have, it's kind of like a hybrid between a glove and a mitt. I think that's what you're talking about, or something like that. Thanks, peeping egg. I have no idea. Well, to be honest, the reason why I have well, like I said, the reason I have these is because not only are they big, but if it was really important for some reason, it's really like hardcore cold, -40, hardcore winds and stuff like that. Because these are so big, I can add more insulation in or wear more gloves. So let's say if I'm walking for a while or whatever, and I'm, hiking or whatever, I have my hiking walking stick or whatever, my hands gonna be exposed and touching the stick the whole time. Yeah, I could switch my hands just to offset it, but you know, I can add more insulation, and this was cheap, 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 cheap. Having a set just cost me like 250. So I mean, I don't think I would ever be able to get a bigger mitt than this anywhere else. The only downside is with mitts is that you lose access to your fingers. So, and of course, when you wear mitts or gloves, you lose dexterity a little. Sometimes it's harder to manipulate something. Oh, that's funny, Andrew. That's funny. Yeah, I don't know. Well, yeah, I haven't mentioned it, but I'm planning for 2018 here, well, this year, to show some more kits this time around. I know last year 2017, I didn't show as many kits well, as I would like. Because I was actually making them, or, developing or improving or enhancing them. So that's why I haven't shown many kits lately, besides a standard fire kit. But those fire kits are easy to make. I mean, there's nothing to them. They're fun to make, but I'm talking about like bigger kits or like a pouch or a full size backpack type of, kit. I swear if I say that in a video or in real life, I'll be like, yep, I've been hanging around Andrew and people ain't too much. They gotta be excited enough to say that saying, even though I'm not American. And people are gonna be like, why are you saying that? And I'll be like, I don't know. Some subscribers said it and I just started saying it. No. It's kind of catchy. It's, yeah. Oh, that's cool. That's cool that you're trying to get some fat wood and some birch bark. I know you mean birch bark. I'm assuming you mean birch bark for a fire kit. I'm assuming that's what you mean. Yeah, I have to show off a couple more kits lately. I mean, I've shown a lot of the scavenging type of videos, and then those are fine and all, but I want to come back and show some of the kit videos again, because those are really fun to make. I mean, it really allows me to get, you know, fine tune something and be like, hey, I got this inside, or I got all this stuff and it's only about this thick. I guess Peeping Eggs now can stick around a little bit more. She's not that slide off the pan anytime soon for me. So yeah, that's cool, Andrew, that you're setting up some more kids. Of course, I mean, besides fire kits, of course, I mean, having a nice fire kit is cool and all, but there's more than just fire. Even though fire can do a lot for us, you know, other things are important too. Oh yeah, as long as there's it's not contaminated or infected, so to speak, I'd still do it. Dirt can be washed off. I'd just be more worried about like stuff growing on it, maggots, that kind of stuff, or where the meat's tainted. That'd be more of a concern. And you know, a piece of meat's flat. I can't eat it. So after the 3 or 4 days of not eating, you might be like, it's great. Oh, that's cool. That's cool that you make ferro rod handles and add the blanks in as a hobby. That's cool. Really cool. I need a. I can't find this. I made the striker yesterday, and for some reason I've shown it already, but for some reason I don't see it right now. I must have misplaced it somewhere. But basically, I just made a striker from like scrap parts, and basically it's actually even. I mean, I know people use stuff like, uh, you know, something like this that I have. This came from an indoor one before, from a Fairmont that I bought. Like I had to sharpen this one just to get somewhere, but or they use like what's it called, hacksaw blade, but the one I made was a little bit thicker. I just can't find it right now. For some reason, I must have misplaced it somewhere, or it's deep in my everyday carry bag, which is right behind me. You know what, Andrew? I've tried that before. I'm actually considering that. I just not sure how to break the scissors properly. Well, at least ones I have. I mean, I know some of them have a screw or whatever, a flathead screw, but the ones I have are like, you know, more permanently in. So I would have to snap that or drill it out. But yeah, I'm actually considering that now. Scissors. I've heard it from many different channels too. You know, because it's a little bit, well, it's a common item that anyone can get is a pair of scissors. Anyone can get a pair of scissors. I mean, well, I don't have access to like a big supply of power tools. I'm hoping to change it soon. So, yeah, I'll have to give it a try. I mean, I have a few broken scissors, from those plastic type of, well, plastic handle type of scissors where, you break that plastic handle or whatever and you're like, oh, whatever, right? So, like, I have the metal part of it, the scissors, so, which I kept. I'll see what I can do. I'll see what I can do. Maybe I can grind. All I have to do is just grind it out and just pop it out. As soon as I can separate, you know, the scissor part, then I can do whatever. I can do whatever I want. I mean, let me go grab one here, for example. Give me another second. So, here's a pair. I actually found this. Now, I have more of these. This is just the first one I found, right? For sake of example. So basically, I would have to just kind of remove that part, and it'll just pop out, right? And probably make some sort of handle for it and stuff like that. So hopefully this will be the next project I do, or an upcoming project. Actually, you know, Andrew, you make me. There might be a way I can do this without the power tools, but I'll have to see. I'll have to try it out. I'll, I'll see if I can do it without angle grinder. Because it'd be cool if I could do this without the grinder, because then anyone can do it. You know what? The peeping egg, I'm also pretty broke to have anyone make me anything, so, I gotta, make it my own way. Figure out a method of doing it my own way. So, because I believe in, there's an old saying that's, would you rather be given 1,000 fish or learn how to fish? I'd rather learn how to fish. Or there's another saying, would you rather be win $1 million or learn to make $1 million? I rather learn to make $1 million. Yeah, you're right about that. The file part. I'm gonna see if I can do it slightly different. Let's see if it'll work. I'll have to try it out later though. I think sometimes being happy is priceless. I might be per se broke, but I get to create whatever I dang want to most of the time. But going back on the subject of strikers and scissors, yeah, scissors actually make pretty good strikers. Because usually for the most part, most scissors are already they already got that 90-degree spine somewhere on them. Or you can use the edge part and go, or whatever, right? Yeah, you're right. Andrew Honda. Yeah, if you're given if you give a man fish, he eats for a day. Teach a man how to fish, he'll eat for a lifetime. Yeah, that's the saying. I was just trying to remember it. It's been so while. Well, at least peeping eggs, nice and happy. Yep. A happy egg is a good egg. Or in my case, a happy creator is an awesome creator. Or at least I keep telling myself. Keep saying that, keep saying that, keep saying that. I'm just kidding. Oh, Ranger Cookie. What's up, man? Leave it up to Ranger Cookie to come in. See, I knew you'd come in one of these times when I'm live. What's up, man? How's it going? Hopefully things are going well with you, man. Welcome to my live stream. I hope you find it exciting with peeping egg. You know, we're just having fun. You know, cracking up some jokes here and there. You know, striking a conversation. Yeah, I gotta stop these puns. But it makes it exciting. Oh, that's cool, that's cool. I need to pick up some more fatwood so I can try to make a handle of some sort. Well, not for the striker, obviously, because there's no point in having a fatwood handle striker. But maybe on the rod itself or something like that. Okay, I need to find the striker I was talking about. Just give me a sec, guys. I'll be right back. Yep, I was right. I did have it in my EDC bag. Oh. Anyways, here's kind of a striker I'm working on. Nothing too fancy. Just really made from scraps, to be honest. I can actually, well, it's not that wood, but I probably could substitute it in. I think it's popular. Yeah, I think it is. Anyways, this is uh this came from a piece of scrap from packaging or whatever. I kind of broke it off. There was two holes, so I put some screws in there. Split the wood, obviously, and then put the screw in, then add some cordage around it, put another screw at the end with a hole, and you know, it's like that now. Have to sharpen. I still have to sharpen it, so it's not that sharp right now, but I think I was like scraping some wood with it earlier. I don't know. Thanks, Andrew. I mean, like, I was just kind of, fooling around with it. Nothing major, just trying it out, just trying it out with what I have, obviously, right? You can only do so much with what you have, but it wasn't bad. It's definitely thicker than like a hacksaw blade, so it should go a little bit easier. Like those kind of high speed strikers, right, where you can go back and forth on the rod and back and forth in very minimal amount of pressure, but you're getting lots of sparks. Yeah, that's what I want. Because as far as I know, um, if you're applying very little pressure and you're still getting like great sparks, if you apply more pressure, you don't have, or really press hard, you're gonna get really awesome, excellent sparks. Oh yeah. So if you guys haven't, I don't know if you guys seen this, but here's my wooden pen. Check that out. Wooden pen. Now, if this was pine wood, I could call it a pine pen, but it's not. I think it's poplar. Poplar. So, my wooden pen. Oh, thanks, peeping egg. Yeah, I just made this from, you know, I made I made these two like back on Saturday night or a couple of days ago or whatever, and it was just for fun, just practicing creating, nothing too special, but I'm trying to learn from it and stuff like that. So the next time I make something that's very similar, I'll be like, oh yeah, I made something similar, and I'll remember, oh yeah, don't break the drill bit. Yeah, I yeah, I broke a drill bit because the drills tipped over and I snapped that bit because it was so thin. I think you guys lost me again. I have no idea what you guys are talking about on that one. And I don't want to know. I don't want to know about the dolls. I don't want to know about the dolls, man. I don't want to know. Mm. Well, time's flying by because my coffee's getting more and more empty. I can almost see the bottom of the cup. That means I need more coffee. Hopefully one of these days I'll have a nice ferro rod handle. Well, at least mine are practical at least. So, and functional, so just don't look that cool. But I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I'll eventually have a cool one that's both nice looking and functional. Maybe I'll get some tips watching Andrew's videos or some other videos. Yeah, I had to put that in. Yeah. Yeah, I had to put that in. I'm just saying, I had to. Yeah. Okay. Yep, anything to crack a joke around here, diffuse some tension with some humor. Oh, I'm gonna work on a couple of these stretchers again. That reminds me, talking about, well, measuring. As a guy, as a person that likes to create, I've realized how nice it is to have a tape measure, like this one right here. And just small 3 foot 1 meter. But it's nice. I mean, sometimes you would just want to measure something or check something like, or check a distance, or for me, I can measure how tall the snowbank is or pile is or how much it snowed. Yeah, so this is the one at EDC. So I don't know if you guys EDC at tape measure, but I sure do. And speak of snow, I'm just gonna check outside the window real quick to see if it snowed or it is snowing. Give me a sec, I'll be back. Unless the weather forecast is wrong, it hasn't even snowed yet, so unless it's gonna start snowing in the next couple hours. Ooh, jeez. CR is starting to yawn here. Maybe I should get some rest in, almost. Oh wow. Can't believe I'm at this for the last 3 hours. Time sure flies by when you're live streaming. Well, I'll let you guys know, since you guys are talking about ferro rods for the last, like, 5 minutes or whatever on the side chat. I have a special project in mind. Something different. A different kind of ferro rod. But you guys will have to wait, because I still don't have a prototype. I have the idea, but let's just say it's something different because I haven't seen it before. So, seeing you guys talk about ferro rods and stuff like that right now reminds me of it. Hopefully I'll get a prototype ready to go soon so you guys can see. Well, everyone out there on YouTube can see a demo of it. I'm hoping to have it soon. I'm just trying to figure out the parts on it right now. Well, I guess that's no surprise that Peeping Egg is excited. Nothing new, right? I'm hoping Ranger Cookie's still in here. I forgot to say, how are you, by the way? I really asked for it because Peeping Egg just keeps cracking up these jokes, but whenever it makes it more exciting on this live stream. Well, I mean, you guys probably should you know, have measurements and stuff like that ready to go. Yeah, Ranger Cookie, you're kind of quiet in the background, just quietly listening to me, just blab on and on and on and on and on. Feel free to jump in with any input. You know, well, virtually all comments are welcome. No stupid questions, nothing like, no stupid questions here. Anyone can ask anything. Virtually talk about anything. This is more of an open chat this time around. Pretty sure that's why, yeah, for open talking, so. Get that discussion going on the side chat here. See, someone's part of the LOD group, or crew, I should say. I should ask you, Andrew, while you're still here, have you ever made one of those, things from a file? FILE, metal file, like a striker or I don't know, flint and steel or something like that. I've heard about that kind of stuff. I've never tried one yet. I have a file, but I've just been debating on if I want to set the time and, well, energy of doing that. Because I know we were talking about the scissors, but a file like this, because I know they come long enough, so like you can make a bunch. You just have to, find a way to cut it, I guess, and make it into a decent shape if you want to. Because I know you can get a spark off of these. It's because of the shape. It's easier if it was curved. So I don't have a way to do that yet, but I'll work on it. Well, peeping in to add people on Hangouts, as far as I know, you can. Let's see if I go to, for example, if I went to my Gmail account that I have associated with this channel, for example, under the at the bottom where you have Hangout people, you can just kind of Hangout contacts. You can hit that plus key. Where is it here? It should be right. Or is it? I forget where it is. There's a spot right there where you can add people, as long as you know their email address. I'm just so tired right now, I'm just trying to remember it. And of course, that's assuming you're using a desktop or a laptop or something like that. It might be different if you're on a mobile device, on your smartphone or tablet or touchscreen device. I find it easier just to add person personally, like through email. So let's see. Yeah, under the plus key, you can add people by name, email, or phone number. So, like if I put one of your guys' email addresses in, I can add you guys, and you just have to kind of accept it, the invitation, and then from there I can add you guys onto Hangouts, which means I can add you guys onto the live stream. Which means yes, in theory, I could add you guys onto this live stream right now if you wanted to. I don't know. I just sure. And the link is no longer valid. Peeping egg. Yeah, that I don't. I guess no one's gonna be watching too much, but I'm not. I don't like to leave links in the chat, but I'm pretty sure no one's gonna be in right now. So I hope you don't mind if I clicked on that. By the way, Andrew. I mean, you know, so you can reach me on Gmail too, or Hangouts if you want to. Yeah, because I also do private Hangout chats too. So I know I do private Hangout chats with some of the channels, some of the people. Okay, okay. That's cool, Andrew. Oof. I think what I'm gonna do here is because I'm starting to get hungry, and you know, once start drinking coffee heavily on the coffee, I tend to want to eat. So I will probably cut this live stream in the next maybe 5-10 minutes, unless something changes my mind in the next 5 or 10 minutes. So if you guys wanna say your goodbyes or whatever, or finish off your conversations real quick, within the next 5 minutes here. I've already been on for like 3 hours already. So, you know. So yeah, I'll probably take off end this live stream within the next few minutes here, give or take. As I'm starting to get tired and hungry, and I kind of want to eat something because I didn't actually eat earlier. I gotta feed this creative brain of mine, so I gotta eat. So somehow I have a craving for egg. I don't know why. I wondered who gave me that craving. Just can't put my finger on it. Oh, that's great that you guys are working it out. That's great. That's great. So yeah, people, you can reach me on Gmail too. I can add you on to Google Hangouts. So the next time I can, start having a panel on the bottom of people, start adding you guys in. It'll just make it easier in the long run. Because I originally made the Gmail address first, so actually I made the Gmail address first, then I got the YouTube, so that's why you can reach me there. And besides, Andrew is part of it too now, so you can always ask him too. Yeah, I'll probably take off in the next maybe 90 seconds here. Starting to get tired. Not sure if I'll leave this video up for public yet. I have to double check on something to see if oh, I guess we'll see. Anyways, I want to thank everyone that's dropped in on this live stream of CRs. I always appreciate you guys supporting the creative process. If you haven't already, you can smash that like. hit subscribe if you haven't already. If you're especially if you're new, and if you watch this far, 3 hours later and stuff like that. So I'm hoping, yeah, just reading the side chat real quick here. So I guess it's time to exit with my outro, right? Like always. All right. Have a good day, everyone out there, and everyone on the side chat, and everyone that's dropped by. You're more than welcome to drop by anytime you want. I know sometimes I'll won't make some of the live chats public, but well, it's up to me, of course, right? I guess most of the time I will let it go, but thank you, peeping egg. So I guess it's time for the outro. It's just gonna be right here. So, as the world changes so much oneself to reach a new level of skill and knowledge one must practice, a single person can't help everyone in this world, but one person can help someone in this world. Until the next live stream from you guys, it's peace out from the guy that's always in creation mode and somehow always likes to have a coffee with when he's creating. Catch you later from Creative Redundancy. Till next time. See ya.